But it seems like it should be Paul in there. It pisses me off.
Lots of Easter
Better than being pissed on.
All right, let's get started.
And with that,
So
our
easy.
presentation.
Yeah, I know. How is everybody?
So good.
Yes.
Great.
No, it wasn't
Happy
yesterday.
We're
Passover.
just
Damn
great.
it. I hate these
Yeah,
quizzes.
Passover. I got it.
Okay.
Every time there's gonna be a pop quiz.
Is there gonna be homework?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Tonight's the
Damn
second
it,
night of
Matt.
Passover.
After the dreidel spinning, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Culture insensitivity, my
You won't bother anyone here about it.
So, what happened?
Wow.
bad.
In the past.
There were
Well.
peeps flying.
Peeps? No,
In the
not
beginning.
that's
Too recent.
more past.
We shot peas.
That's too recent, yeah.
Too soon, dude. Too
Alright,
soon.
so
Bad.
Neuroscience.
yeah,
Bad.
neuroscience night
Tell us about MS.
was good. MS is terrible, mysterious, complicated. There does seem to be a gap in terms of medical tracking apps. I got a bunch of links afterwards from people who were like, "But there's totally apps," and they all basically had the same kind of weaknesses that we were talking about.
Well, the funny thing is that when I got home on Thursday night, on one of the news shows, they had been talking about, health tracking apps, and my wife recorded it.
Yeah.
And I got home, we watched it, and like, none of these are health
Yeah.
tracking apps. They're
Yeah.
like, how to eat healthy and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
they tend to focus on bizarre things. So I think that is something that we can do. And I know how to make Android apps, so that's
Woo.
where we'll start. And we'll try to make it as cross-platform as possible by using HTML5, so that it can be displayed on a web page or a smartphone or a tablet or whatever. So we'll start there, and by next neuroscience group we'll have something to show. And hopefully we can get into some more specific stuff too.
Have you looked into titanium at all?
And is that a platform or
Cross-platform.
cross-platform?
HTML5, JavaScript, iOS, fat clienty,
You gotta love
It's worth looking at just for the buzzwords alone, but
Yeah.
it works.
All right,
For
tool chainy nonsense.
yeah,
All
it
right.
works for a first pass.
All right, titanium. Yeah, check it out.
The FDA is cracking down on a lot of the apps, or at least saying they're going to,
Yeah.
that make medical claims.
Well, and some of them make medical claims,
Lose
which
weight by
really
downloading
don't.
this
It's
app.
a huge no-no to do that. I mean,
Right.
it's like, millions of dollars in fines and stuff, and millions of dollars of research to get something FDA approved to be able
Yeah,
to
we're totally
use.
not wasting all of our bandwidth right now.
Yeah.
He's like, look what I can do. Stop the internet.
I do like.
So what you're saying is the FDA is cracking down
Is this the
on
bandwidth
apps.
we were complaining about earlier?
Not anymore.
If you're not approved,
Oh, did you guys
charge
fix it?
you. If you are
No.
approved, they
No.
charge you.
We're
I
just
do
not
like,
complaining.
I do like the
The
camera.
approval process isn't necessarily
that is
fees
appropriate.
to FDA.
That's
There's
okay.
like lawyer fees,
Yeah.
And actually getting
clinical
proper
trials,
Looking at
and
submarine sandwiches.
proof that your product works like it's truly. Because if a doctor relies on it for whatever reason, relies on it. If they rely on it for like the diabetes check, and it's actually really simple.
Don't look at the calories. It's just gonna make you sad.
It's lower than I thought, actually.
What is it?
110.
Damn it.
I thought it would be 200.
10-foot cookie.
No, per
Those
cookie.
clinical trials is what's costly on the upfront.
You mean I could have a
And
whole
if the
piece of
FDA
bread?
doesn't approve it, then they
Well,
fine.
that
You could have had a piece of bread for that cookie.
I mean, the last point is that for anybody who doesn't know yet, the MS Walk is April 7th.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a future event.
No bread.
MS Walk, April
No
7th.
cookies, no bread. But peeps are okay. They're kosher.
Can't you
for
have like
Passover.
leavened something or
Leavened bread.
leavened breads
Leavened
and
bread.
Elgin?
Nothing-
or
nothing-
graham crackers?
Wait, we're
Uh,
talking about
yeah.
Passover?
Bread.
Yeah, hummus.
Probably not.
Oh, I love hummus.
That's not Passover.
Oh.
No.
I know
Baba
Passover.
ganoush. Oh, yeah.
Unleavened bread is all terrible. Nobody
Pretty
tries
bad.
that.
I love pita though. Pita's good.
He's alright. But
But
it's
this
leavened.
Just leavened.
Oh,
Steve,
I need to unleaven that shit.
Now.
now?
Get the leavening
So
out.
missed
last
it?
night. No, it's seven
So,
nights. Seven,
for-
8 nights.
This is the first year I didn't know
Radio
what was gonna
Mondays,
happen.
we're
Oh,
talking
well, you
about
missed it.
our radio shows. We now have dueling cat shows.
Is that really gonna happen? I thought you were just like bullshitting.
No,
Nope,
no,
you really
no,
signed up
no.
to do
No. Okay, you
She's
underestimate
gonna
us
be Sean
severely.
Hannity of cashews.
So you were locked into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
But
does anyone
so-
actually have a cat?
I got cats.
We all live in apartments, dude. We were
Oh.
talking about theoretical internet cats.
Oh, okay.
They actually do exist. I've seen other pictures.
As long as no one involved has a cat, that's fine.
Yeah.
Tell them if they
So, again, we're not going to get our actual license for a while, but we can start working on the actual shows and just put them on the internet, because streaming radio on the internet is actually really easy. So somebody made the good point of we should check out podcasts and other people who might be interested in syndicating, and we can kind of build up sort of thing. So what we're going to start doing is having little recording BS sessions after Radio Mondays. So if you want to come and talk on the internet, the half an hour after Radio Mondays ends, we're going to start recording and talking about subjects and helping people put together their shows and stuff like that.
Will we also broadcast the meetings?
The ones that can be simulcast, yeah. So the ones that are, in theory, going to be put on the internet, we'll put on the radio channel as well. But like classes and things that require in the space stuff or visuals aren't going to make a lot of sense.
So,
Unless
has
you do-
license been applied for?
We can't until we have the 501c3.
And you guys did see that letter that was left here, that said that, yeah,
Yes.
that we're under consideration.
Yes. So we're in the system, so it's not that far away.
Yes, but the in the system was, we are currently processing applications from March of last year.
Yeah.
Since we didn't file until end of November, right, we got a good year to go.
Yeah, we were not automatically granted.
Right.
No.
So speaking of broadcasting, so what do you have there, Daryl?
So we've been talking about wanting to be able to live stream our events, and so we've got a couple pieces of hardware to try to do that to get this process started. GoPro White camera, which is basically their cheapest version of a GoPro, has an HDMI output, which is pretty much all I really cared about. I knew it made decent quality pictures and had an HDMI output. And then this box is a live stream broadcaster. I just finished configuring it on our network and attaching it to our Crashbase LA live stream account.
Do you know a URL for that?
You probably need to go and look. I actually put it on Google. I did put this one just on Google Plus, but I haven't tracked it all down where it went yet. There it is. Sorry, I sent it there easily. And so basically, this is all pre-configured. You can just hit it, but you can create an event and then basically hit the button that says "Go," and it will stream it. Right? It'll H.264 compress the HDMI output. It's set for about 500 kilobit at the moment, which is their default normal. And then and there it goes straight to the account. It goes straight to the version you're looking at. So it's pretty easy to set up. And
Is that their, was it $200 for that red box?
$500 for the red box.
Oh, come on.
I remember there being a price tag for that.
Yes. There's a price tag to the box, yes. We're currently using the free version of the live stream account, which does mean you need a login to look at it.
No, I refuse.
Once the event's over, here it is. Meeting.
God, this
You
is
record
terrible.
there, right?
It does record it, and then you can download it, and then we can throw it up on YouTube or something afterward. And, it'll keep them for about 30 days, and then they'll delete them. Although it appears that if you keep adding to the same event, it never deletes it. I had ones that were older than that, and I kept running tests over and over again.
See,
so-
as long as you refresh it.
You were
Yeah.
looking at the
I was
past.
doing live stream from a webcam.
Right.
Just,
Yeah, if you want to have the
Microsoft
PC and the app and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
right? But
Much
that
better.
what we wanted was the ability to just push the
Yeah.
button and go. This is the replacement PC. for
Yeah, and
Final
the clips were really good. People could download the MP4s
Yep.
and stuff. I guess it's cool because you could either use the Redbox or
Sure.
PC, and there might be an app for it.
There
too,
are.
is there?
There are multiple apps. You can use the app to create the event. You can stream it from your camera. You can have multiple cameras all streaming to the same event. So you can here's the audience view and here's the that kind of thing too
That's
if you
pretty
want.
cool.
Yeah. So
So I want to price
Like a
switcher
Super
box.
Bowl.
yes.
We,
We haven't anything. So the third piece that I picked up is a switcher. I picked up a bunch of really long, thin HDMI cables so we can get rid of this 8-ton one. And the goal is to like mount it here. I think the red box and then run the cables out to the ceiling, right, and just keep it a little more constrained than it is right now. And then the last thing I picked up, which I'm debating whether or not is going to work well for us, is a 4x2 matrix switcher. So it basically has 4 inputs and can route any of those 4 inputs to either of the 2 outputs. So one of the outputs would be the live stream box, and the other output would be the projector. And that way you could plug your laptop in and send your laptop to the live stream box, right? And then also send it to the projector, and in theory then switch back to the camera and switch back to the laptop, and except that I'm not sure the box stays live when you're in the middle of the, if the switch isn't really clean on the HDMI, I'm not sure that the live stream box will stay live through the switches. So I'm not sure it's going to be great for doing, you know, essentially video editing between the sources, but
We can
it's
give
not
it a
bad.
try.
It's worth a try. Yeah, it was inexpensive. It's all mono price stuff. It was
What about a HDMI mix panel or mix box?
just more expensive, right? Yeah, this was the $50
Somebody's
solution.
gotta man it,
And
too,
I mean,
I
somebody's
guess.
got to man it, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has a little remote control. This HDMI switcher does have a remote control for a buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just push the button.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Switch to camera B.
How do you switch this? Does it have physical buttons on the switcher?
It does too. Yeah.
Good, good. That remote will be gone. Oh, it might last. Who knows?
So yeah, so we're going to experiment with trying to get this stuff streaming. All right, that's the goal here, is to get more of our events online, and you can edit it on the live stream app, so you can trim out the extra time that was after the end of the event if you didn't turn the camera off right away, and then you can grab it and throw it up on YouTube for permanent archiving. So,
Cool. Thank you. Any other past events? No?
We had a Nook at LA Makerspace. Really great.
A Nook?
Oh, yeah.
A Nook with
They
cracks.
eat textile stuff.
Oh.
not a Barnes Noble ear
Yeah, I
eater.
was thinking.
We had a Nook. We
We had a big Nook.
It was
So,
amazing.
we had our friend a Nook at the LA Makerspace,
Who's selling those now?
and she did a Wearable Tech event where she described her past and her history and
Internet access.
sort of the way that she got into dressmaking, wearable tech, and I thought it was really cool personally because she really described the fail, like 5 years of fail, win approach, which I think is really inspiring for people who are still in the fail approach on their own. And it's leading into a 2-day class at LA Makerspace on April 6th, which will be, I think, 10 hours total of working, where she will work hands-on with the participants and building whatever wearable tech thing they want to do. It was totally awesome. We had like 50 people there.
Cool. When was the thing?
It was Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Saturday,
For a few hours.
10 a.m.
It was 10 a.m.
That's harsh.
It was early.
Yeah.
My mom made banana bread.
How many people?
I had some.
I made coffee.
I made it.
It was not good.
All right. Anything else in the past? Are the Flying Peeps past events or show and tell?
I think we showed up.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Look at our mess. Done.
Here it is.
All right. Future events. We have Mike. You have something coming up tomorrow.
Yes, the Geeks and Depression. It's as a like kind of loners programming in front of a computer. People tend to feel isolated, and if you are one of those people, feel free to come by tomorrow and talk about it. Who will be there will kind of be an ear to listen or to talk and have like an open environment. There's been a few pretty sad cases recently, like Aaron Swartz was one of them. If you heard about that, he committed suicide because of basically because he was depressed, whatever the situation was. And a few different times that's come up with entrepreneurs and founders of companies and these high-profile things in our community of engineers, hackers. And I just want it to be available if you want to talk. There's a place to go to talk. If there's any reason you want to, and other people are experiencing the same thing you are, and have experienced it also. I personally have, and nobody there is like a psychologist or psychiatrist, just a place to talk amongst your peers. So yeah, that's tomorrow night,
What time?
8 o'clock.
8 p.m. There will be cupcakes.
Oh, gnarly. Food.
Come for the cupcakes.
Maker bots?
No.
Different
Well,
cupcake.
one
No,
at least.
not that kind.
Well played. That took me a while.
Avoid those cupcakes.
Right.
No, there will be edible cupcakes. When the MakerBot can print a cupcake you can eat, then yes.
Functional cupcakes.
Yeah.
That you want to eat.
Double entendre there.
Okay, and then Thursday, Matt.
I'm teaching processing.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah.
How many people you got
We've
so
been
far?
promoting the hell out of it. And by we, I mean Michelle.
Yay!
No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's sort of supposed to be for intro programming, so not relevant for some of you here, but you need to get your hands dirty in a new programming language that was built for visual artists to play around with algorithmic graphics or animations or 3D or simulation. You should sign up and come by. We'll probably try our new stream in a box button, but I wouldn't bank on it working.
We will try.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Daryl usually does a great job, but I'm not going to interrupt class for it.
All right, so
And the URL is sketch.eventbrite.com.
You can go to our website and go to the events tab. Everything is there.
okay.
It's just a
Sketch.
Crashbase.org/events.
Yeah, but if we have a custom vanity URL, stop that.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Johnny Sketch and the Dirty Notes.
Woo.
Try sketching. I don't know.
Okay.
processing.
Vanity. It's not properly tracked to our meeting though, so.
But you can get to it from the Eventbrite
Definitely
tab.
gonna be
Up at the top of the events tab. It's fine.
Or there.
All right here.
I'm trying to train our users to go to the same place every time, so when new events pop up, they'll see them.
But he's not
Meetings
a
will
user.
continue until you hit the events tab.
All right.
Fine, I'll go hit it real quick.
Yeah, do it.
If you get a JavaScript thing to track their mouse movements on our website.
Okay. What else? Radio Monday.
Yeah, it's project night. So bring in your projects of electronics or really anything. We have help people with all kinds of things.
I have a future LA Makerspace event
Yeah.
on Sunday. If any of you feel like coming, we're doing Easter explosions. The idea is we're thinking, all right, why would someone come hang out with us on Easter versus just hanging out at their house? And we're like, well, we have a giant space that's super mess proof, so we'll just do really, really messy Easter stuff.
You doing confetti eggs? I love confetti eggs.
We could absolutely do that.
We're gonna be
I'm
dipping into that.
actively accepting explosion-related Easter-themed ideas. We're trying dry ice, we're trying Mentos and Diet Coke, we're trying spud guns, we're trying all sorts of stuff.
Glitter grenades.
Just all of your ideas may come to me either during or after the meeting. But it's from 1 to 4 on Sunday. It's at the LA Makerspace. There's an event at lamakerspace.eventbrite.com. That's where all of our events live. This is gonna be super fun. We're putting together an egg bot right now for it too, for some non-exploding stuff, but I'm really interested in the exploding part. We're gonna microwave peeps, we're gonna dry ice peeps. We're gonna explode everything we can. It'll be a good time.
What are the hours for that?
1 to 4?
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Excellent.
That's what this is.
All right. Anything else?
Who's got the cheapest laptop in the room?
$100.
All right.
Someone has a Shenzhen MAC address.
Shenzhen.
The MAC address is Shenzhen.
Wow, that's cheaper than mine.
Probably me.
And it's moving about half the traffic. Or
Oh,
second-
it's
second
probably the
expensive
live
space
stream.
device.
It's a live stream
No.
device.
No, that came up separate.
Oh, okay.
It's the first or second most active MAC address on the network.
Oh, it's probably me.
That's okay. I'm just going to continue reloading until it reconnects, and I'll find the security pool and decrypt it and tell exactly whose it is.
Just log into the router, ban their MAC address.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure that it needs to be that.
Do it.
Just ban them, and then someone will be like, damn it, murder this.
Someone's checking the sign if I don't know.
But it was you.
Who's checking the sign on that?
Sniff their packets, figure out what they're stealing.
The problem is we're running WPA, so I actually have to catch the initial key exchange. And so I've seen 2 Apple devices catch the key exchange so far, and one of them was getting issued key requests.
Just go restart the router, get the whole key exchange.
All right, show and tell.
I think that was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
The Shenzhen.
None showing off his wireless sniffing skills. That was fucking sweet.
Yeah, so actually I should probably. So I quit my job because I got annoyed with it, and then got hired back by the same company as a contractor to reverse engineer IP protocols. And one of the things I made them buy me was this wireless sniffing tool right here. It's an AirPCAP. This is the expensive one. I think it was about $700. It does dual capture on 5 gig and 2.4 at the same time. And so with some of the newer devices, they're Wi-Fi only, so in order to be able to do it. But unfortunately, Wireshark completely screwed up the Wi-Fi decryption in 1.8. So you have to use 1.6 for the Wi-Fi decryption to work. Yeah, it's really cool.
All right.
I got a Pebble Watch.
Woo!
A Kickstarter Pebble Watch.
Awesome.
We all do.
Everyone has one.
You're late.
I got mine. What number were you?
I don't remember. Does it say on it?
My handwritten on my box was like 19,000 and something, and I know I ordered about 21,000 and something, and they were shipping black first. So my guess is that was the actual number.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember what was on the box. I kind of tore into it too quickly. But yeah, it's fun. It's boss. If you want to see it,
I'm cooler than you.
I bet.
Have you got to do anything yet, or? Is it still
Not
gonna
much,
change?
just a watch face. It can play your music. There are like you can do daily downloads and stuff. There's daily firmware updates. I haven't
There's
played it that
dailies?
much. There's dailies, yeah.
I don't want my watch
How do
updates.
you enable that?
I wanted to update it at least every minute.
I haven't figured. I found the download sites for them, but I haven't figured out how to put it on yet. There's actually a Reddit. If you go on to Reddit, Reddit/r/Pebble, I think they talk about the dailies there often. People with Android, I think, can do it easier than iPhone.
Is that so they don't have to track the date on the phone? They can update the date via firmware.
Every second.
Man, it's
firmware
been the
gets
16th
upgraded.
for like a week. I don't. Oh, okay. They updated the firmware.
Yeah. So it's a Bluetooth connection to your phone. And, that's pretty snazzy, although it does wipe out your phone's battery. Pretty much lasts about a day now. Maybe a little more. So I have to be more
Are they working on the
conscientious.
firmware, or is the radio just always on?
I think the radios, I think it's just they're not efficient right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they'll be better.
Yeah.
The watch runs out of battery after about 2 days, and they said 7 was what they expected.
Oh, okay.
My understanding is it's not running BLE.
That's right.
It's
It's
a BLE
not.
compatible chip, but it hasn't been configured to use BLE.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about you, which is the low power Bluetooth.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
It's
they're
in the
expecting
chip.
a 10 to 15% decrease in phone battery life as a result.
Yeah, so it's in the chip. The chip isn't labeled. iFixit kind of came out with a thing they did a blow take apart.
I'm not sure, but I'm assuming it's a TI chip.
I don't remember the chip, but it might be a TI chip. But what happened is they flashed the low power Bluetooth onto the chip, but the numbers on the chip don't match what the flash is, and they saved money by doing that. TI said, "Can we just send you these chips, even though the package is the wrong number, and you'll save whatever?" And they were like, "Yeah, I don't care." And then iFixit took it apart and looked at the chip numbers and said, "Oh, that's not a chip that supports it." And Pebble came back and said, "That's right, it's not, but
Well, the situation is it's
flashed
actually,
it.
I
You
think,
wanna
the
see it?
same silicon
Justin?
in two different chips, and TI flashes one as the BLE, one as non-BLE. And since they had a surplus of the old chips, they ended up taking that silicon and flashing it with the BLE firmware. And then that's what got released in this. So you're right, the hardware is actually the same hardware, I believe.
So what they said is after this rush, this mad rush to get them all the Kickstarters shipped, then they'll spend more time on the SDK and and tuning up their firmware, and I'm sure that's when they'll put on the BLE, you know, and other options besides just playing music. Like they have a golf app and they have other, like Fitbit kind of app and stuff like that is what I've seen them playing with. So probably do that more than just right now. It's pretty much select to watch face, and you get your text messages and notifications on your phone from your phone.
Can you get tweets on it?
Yeah, I have the tweet. Some tweets come as text, as SMS, and if the iPhone has the notifications, you know, and you can set this up to receive certain notifications like that. Like if it shows up on the screen on your phone, it'll show up on this.
You get electric shocks.
No, but you know what? The vibration on this is, because it's right on your wrist, you totally feel it. Where like the vibration on your phone is useless. You know, on all the new smartphones now, the vibration, you can't even tell. If it's on your wrist, you can feel it immediately. So I haven't missed any calls on silent, where I used to miss them all the time.
Did they go LCD on that, or what's the display technology?
It's a monochrome LCD.
It was going to be e-ink.
It was, yeah, that's what they said. They're still kind of advertising that.
Oh,
But really it's a black and white
It
LCD,
is LCD.
which is kind of low power compared to the color. It's always on, which is cool, so you don't have to push a button to check your watch. And I don't know why, I saw something about why they didn't do e-paper or e-ink. It might just be because of the updates and stuff. But it's a monochrome LCD, like sharp display or something. iFixit did a really good teardown on it. It's impossible to take apart. Like they broke the glass, they broke parts of it, and it's glued together because it's waterproof. I haven't tested the waterproof on this, but I've seen people have brought it down accidentally when scuba diving with it, and it was fine.
How about battery life?
About 2 days if it's connected to the iPhone. Connected to the phone. It's supposed to be 7, which I would expect once they optimize it. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Peeps?
Peeps?
We have peeps.
What are you putting on that peep?
This is just gunk.
What are you doing
Okay.
to that pig?
Did he just dissolve the peep?
No, this is an egg.
Yeah, I think he dissolved the peep.
If you dissolve an egg,
We could put a peep in it though.
I'll pass this on.
But we're ready for the peep discussion.
One
So the goal with all of this is that we're trying to figure out the bestest, most entertaining way to explode peeps. And there's no real goal in that. That doesn't have to like shoot them the furthest, or just like if you're picturing a group full of children who are so stoked on what you just did. We're just trying to make exciting, fun things for kids to do on Easter that are kind of exploding and fun.
Did you try the vacuum chamber yet?
We haven't tried the vacuum chamber yet. We have tried the microwave. We've tried dry ice. We've tried Mentos Diet Coke.
Did you try lighting it on fire?
We didn't light them on fire.
Like a lighter?
No.
We didn't do
It
Mentos
doesn't
Diet
work
Coke.
on
Oh, it's
Twinkies.
true. We only did Mentos and Star Stripes and Pineapple Pizzazz, but we didn't do Mentos Diet Coke yet.
Should burn them in IPA.
But we have all sorts of stuff. We have baking soda, we have vinegar, all sorts of exploding things. We've been exploding all day. But anyone who wants to try exploding things, totally welcome to do so.
Yeah.
I bet they light on fire really good.
They burn really well. They don't. It's not exciting though. They just kind of like turn black and stink.
Twinkies don't.
Just put in a little bit of
What was that?
diesel.
Twinkies won't catch fire.
These they blacken and burn and smell really bad.
They're marshmallow, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
You guys
I
have a
thought
turn
Twinkies were
license.
flour ones, like
Yes.
baked.
What?
I thought Twinkies were baked. They're
You
baked
can stick
goods
a
and
little
cream, so they're
air
not
tube
marshmallows.
into
No, I
one
don't
of
think
the
Twinkies
No,
are
we
marshmallow
switched
underneath the
subjects.
table.
Oh.
They just like
Yeah,
inflate
so
it.
we tried,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did an
Yeah,
experiment.
that's a good idea, the rockets that you do.
And I can't.
For a while we were stuffing them, we put a straw in a peep and filled it full of baking soda and put it in
No more.
vinegar so it would fart in the water.
No more.
That was moderately entertaining.
But
We
you
were
guys
You have a microwave?
hoping it would
And
cut
now we-
like
Yeah,
that.
we
do
had
have a microwave,
joustings.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
There's
they're
the-
coming back
a
though.
mess.
Sure.
Well,
Big vacuum bell.
What was that?
Vacuum bell.
We have a vacuum of some sort,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I don't think we have a bell for it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And everything.
It's not too, like I was watching the videos and they get like this big.
Yeah, it's pretty slow too. It's not really explosive.
It's so cool though.
Yeah.
The microwave's hard, it's hard to
You
see
like
in the
score
microwave.
the vacuum bell.
You could just have it
And
like
just
going on.
a big
You have it
throw.
like going on in the background.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could disable the safety interlocks on the microwave and just remove the door.
Oh,
It makes it easier to see.
Just hold a chocolate bar in like your lap in your pocket.
We also microwaved them earlier and it smelled really bad.
Yeah, really.
Super stinky.
You should do popcorn too. That explodes in the microwave.
We can put popcorn in the peeps
Oh my god.
Oh yes!
That would be so evil.
and then microwave them.
That would be
and
really
then
fun.
microwave them.
Well,
That's a good idea.
I already get rid of
That's
all
a
that
great
really
idea.
old popcorn.
Just put the little kernels and stick them all in.
That's a good idea.
Alright, let's go to the right
So
after
we were
this.
thinking firecrackers at first, but
It was
we're
my idea.
inside, so
Popcorn's more legal.
popcorn's a good idea. Just stuff it full of kernels
That's
and watch it go.
Oh gosh.
And we can even put them in a pan so you can watch them pop. if you want to.
Yeah, but it's just gonna stick to the pan and caramelize.
Yeah, you need to heat it. You need
See,
it.
the problem
You
with
could
the
deep
popcorn
fry 'em.
kernels might be, it could be hard to
Yeah, I
pop
wanna
them
eat
before
it.
the beef is so melted that it's like dead.
Mm,
You might have to preheat the popcorn kernels and then stick them in the beef and then microwave it.
I'm not too sure about that. I'll test it.
Wait,
Plan on cleaning the goop off the inside of the microwave.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, that's what garage sale microwave.
Yeah. Let's get a scuzzy microwave.
you don't have a microwave in yet?
I'm pretty sure we have a microwave there.
Trying to email give this
Yeah,
guy
we
a
do.
chance.
We have a microwave.
Can you pop kernels with a soldering iron?
No, I don't think so. I think they
Can you with a heat gun?
But you can do it with a
Do you have
hot air
something that
gun,
can
yes.
display STL files?
Yes.
I could do STL
We have a
files.
heat
Or a
gun.
hot air
Yeah,
pop.
What is
but
STL files?
that's going to melt the peak way before the
Stove
The
files?
kernel?
Oh. Wait, are we still in the
Melt,
past?
melt,
No, we
pop.
aren't. Oh, okay.
This,
No, we're in the present.
You'll just have to.
It's
You well,
Goldsworthy
that's even
crop.
better.
Puddle
Man.
Yeah.
turns the popcorn.
That's even better because you want it all gooey to like splatter the marshmallow
Man.
everywhere.
All these kids are gonna be wearing
Go to-
face masks.
Go to the Toyota.
It's gonna be like a Gallagher show.
How's it come along?
Yeah, pass it
Get
around.
Gallagher.
Oh, pass that over to Scott.
Michelle, pass.
Yeah,
Pass it on.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah, you
pass.
can probably invite
I want to keep it away
Gallagher
from the goop.
So, oh yeah, where did this come from? I don't even have one of these. I don't work here. Oh, metal.
Oh yeah.
How'd you not get one?
I forgot to go get it.
Don't have more
It's
of
not
it.
gonna print so well.
I have my phone in space. That's fine.
The size feels space. Yeah,
It's
so-
larger than
Yeah,
reality.
it's really big. So, those of you who know who Goldsworthy is, he's a sculpturist who builds large installations. That's actually a big rock wall in a little valley that he made. And the Matterport guys use their crazy 3D Mappy Connect thing to walk around it and build this 3D model. And it's actually super crappy in terms of a 3D model. If you zoom into it, you can see that not all the vertices actually connect to each
Yeah,
other.
the holes there.
It's got holes.
Yeah, it's got all kinds of weird things, and of course it's infinitely thin. There's no volume to it. With the help of my roommate and a little bit of Python, I turned it into a volume. That's Goldsworthy Fixed.stl. And
Let's see the Python.
it's still working.
Oh, it's really tiny.
Maybe this one's small.
Scale it. No, it's
Yeah.
just metric. That's all.
Yeah, it's metric.
Yeah,
They'll build space.
All metric things are.
yeah. I just filled.
That's new.
Oh, it is. Send.
But yeah, so
So-
now it's more or less
Wow,
printable.
it's thick.
Yeah, on one side. But so that's printing right now in the replicator.
Nice.
A little smaller.
Thank
But my hope is to get a Python toolchain that'll take the Matterport scans for them and turn them into something that can be automatically printed, because they have some uses for that. They're trying to turn their Connecty thing into a commercial company and provide some services and whatnot. So they don't they don't have a lot of expertise on 3D printing. So. But they think it was cool, so they handed it to me at Bill.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Sweet. No, I'll just hand it out.
Cool.
We don't get that shit back then.
All right. Speaking of 3D printing,
I was curious.
So I was skiing this last weekend and ran into a little bit of a problem. So I ski telemark, and this latches the boot in there. And these two barrels right here are actually twist to set tension on there. Problem is, when it's not loaded, they'll vibrate loose. And on Sunday, it actually came completely out. It came off the ends of the threads and stuck all the way open. And I'm like, fuck, can I turn right? Because I had no tension in that boot. And so I came back yesterday. I designed up, that's one of them right there, but I designed up a piece to go between the two adjusters. And it has a little piece of rubber to actually hold them and stop them from unwinding themselves. And it was funny because I was at Sugar Bowl and they were doing 3 instructions. And the day before, the instructor took one look at my bindings. He was writing the same bindings, and he's like, his have duct tape between them. He's like, dude, you need to get duct tape and put it between them. So I'm like, okay, I'll deal with it later. The next day, my fucking bindings fall apart. So it's really.
3D printing works.
That was, yeah. So now hopefully I can, they're set up as zip ties. I can adjust them. Once you set them, you shouldn't have to adjust them much. So. And then I've got the first VGUI Nano kit, technically. So after having designed this board and many, many other people building it, this is my personal one that I finally built the way that I designed it to be built. So technically that's the first. Everyone else did theirs wrong.
of course.
We're all going to die, and there's nothing we can do about it.
And then I have one here which is kind of
didn't
cool.
have opinions, it just had data.
So this is one of the original Safecast Geiger counters. And this has been modified in that someone cut it open and put a GPS in it and an SD card logger. So I'm going to venture a wild guess there's an Arduino crammed in here somewhere to do logging as well, because by default these don't log. And if you're not familiar with Safecast, after Fukushima, a couple weeks afterwards, they got a few of these and started taking some data. They wanted to build ones that were more accessible and cheaper. And so they took the 2 important parts.
So this is a commercial.
This is Medcom.
Nice.
Yeah, the Medcom Inspector. So this is intended as a handheld.
And how much was that cost?
I don't know. I want to say it's 2,500.
Yeah. Versus that is.
So basically, these 2 parts are the hard parts, the high voltage board and the sensor. And so they figured out how to use those with a bunch of open source parts to build. This is one of the original ones on perf board. That's actually on the circuit board. That's something else. I'll get to that in a second. So they're available through Medcom. Peter just announced it on the Safecast blog, I think. They're selling them for $450 as a soldering kit. But the cool thing is it's a soldering kit now. It's not, you don't have to have all the flying wires and stuff and a bunch of kind of really annoying stuff. It's awesome. And then, so Safecast is also getting involved with air quality sensing. And last Tuesday and Wednesday I was actually back in North Carolina at the UPA Air Sensors Workshop and demoed some of our, this is prototype, but this is the Grove Shield, which is kind of a plug-and-play prototyping shield. And it already had the dust sensor and the temperature humidity sensor, but what it didn't have was a gas sensor. And so I ended up designing these little boards that plug in with one analog connection, one digital connection. And they can fit the E2V gas sensors, which seem to be the best of the worst. So they're most of the low-end sensors are designed to just measure differences. So it'd be like for an alarming type thing, you turn it on, it figures out where it is, and it can look for big changes. But they're not so good with absolute values. This company in their data sheet at least says these may be used for absolute measurements with caliber expiration, possibly, but they won't guarantee it. So I'm going to pass that one around. So hopefully we'll have some of these deployed shortly, right alongside one of the AQMDs, the South Quality Management District's sensors. And so we'll see exactly how bad they are. Yep. That's all I got.
All right.
Thank you. Anything else? No?
What did I do?
You have a patch?
Oh yeah, I already passed it around. But this is the patch for the most recent flight that we just got Dragon back today. So they handed these out at work. I was like, sweet! Even though I didn't work on that one. But I witnessed it at the place. So I was still kind of part of it. But yeah. So that's what this was. Oh, the next one goes up. I can claim all of it.
So,
I mean, I had help.
live streams survive that whole meeting?
It is still broadcasting according to its little display.
Nice.
You can't look at it. It won't let you until.
No, you can watch
Live
it.
now.
Nice.
It's gonna insist on logging
Yeah.
logging in, which I'll do later.
different.
Cool.
It's not around, but somewhere
So that's
somewhere there's a pagoda that was 3D printed at a little class that we taught at LA Makerspace. That essentially had kids printing objects from
how old was
Minecraft.
the person that modeled this pagoda?
It was a girl at the class at LA Makerspace whose name I can't remember right now, but
she looked
she's
like she
probably
was like 12.
yeah, she was probably like 12 years old. There's a video online.
In Minecraft, right?
Yeah, so they took objects from Minecraft and they put little markers at the top and bottom corners of like a cube, and then you can use this Python script to export an STL. And we brought the STLs in and printed them on MakerBots. So it was a pretty sweet little pagoda. Printed a couple of them after, just 'cause it was awesome. And it's like on this, so that's actually a Zigbee enclosure that Matt made, and it's just the pagoda strapped to the top of it. So yeah, it's kind of going around. You check it out. It's pretty cool looking.
There are the kids in my my son's elementary school, from like 8 years old up to like 12, maybe a little earlier. They're all into Minecraft.
Yeah.
And they're all like this, like doing these designs and building buildings and making airplanes and all these kinds of things that they're doing construction. So that's just such a great way to get into the 3D and
Yeah. And if you need to know how to do it, it's pretty straightforward if you want. At some point, just like ping the crash list and ask, and I'll put the Python script and all that stuff up. Anybody can just grab it and do whatever they want. You, ping the crash list. I only respond to email. It's the only way. I know
It's true.
what's going on.
I see him in person. It's just
But he sends me an email. I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on?
meet me on the metaverse, man.
That's right. Meet me at the Black Sun.
Right. Any other show and tell?
What do you have?
What?
What you got?
Basically this weekend we just sort of hung out in Crash Space, watched Game of Thrones, and made antlers. Yeah.
What are antlers made out of?
What are those antlers made out of?
Well,
Dead deer.
there's a center wire that goes through it, and then filled with aluminum foil, and then the exterior is Sculpey, which has been baked and still needs to be sanded and painted and finished. So yeah, antlers.
Wait, didn't you use solder? Like plumbing solder? for
Yeah,
the
I
wire?
used plumbing solder for the main wire on
Pretty
the
awesome.
interior.
Good
Because it
use.
was very flexible, we could just like bend it around.
Filled with lead.
Not anymore.
That's right.
Do you plan on fixing them to something or someone?
Yeah, myself. I haven't figured out how to stick them on my head yet, but I'll figure it out.
More solder.
No. Maybe some kind of skull cap. I left a 1-inch section that I could use for some kind of mount.
So the wire you started with, is it conductive?
Probably sort of.
If it's covered in aluminum foil,
Yeah.
it'd be terrible.
Yeah.
You can drill into it.
I mean, not at this point. I mean, not anymore. Yeah.
They have all sorts of EMI issues. It's not.
Also, it will be on my head. I don't want to electrocute something on my head.
Yeah, you might actually have like a weird, irregular capacitor.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds like a test case.
foil.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean,
for
the
some
foil was
reason-
very light. So.
There's sections of it acting like
They
leaf
are-
jars.
This clock
They
has
are
been running
antennas.
for 12 years on these
It's a
antlers.
fractal
I just don't know
tinfoil.
what the fuck is going on.
That's a 220 antenna.
There's a mystery material inside, and we don't want to open it.
We can't touch
No,
it.
it actually got a little heavier.
There's a bell that's been ringing for like,
Yeah, that was
I
when
think
we were
it's
sitting
been
on
like
the pan. I need to do
180
some
years or some
sanding.
shit like
Oh,
that
yeah.
at some university.
It's like some assisted
Yeah,
pendulum.
yeah, and I think that the deal is they put it in an acrylic case, not because they wanted to keep it from being disturbed, but because it was too loud. And they wanted to isolate themselves from the noise.
Maybe once I paint it up, yeah.
No, it's been going on for like 180 years. They don't want to fuck it up.
It's like an oil drop experiment.
Exactly. It's like this guy's been dead for a really long time. I feel really bad if we were like screwed up 180 years in.
It's a dry cell battery driving it. They don't know what.
Yeah, they don't know what's in the stack though, do they? Yeah, they're like, what's in the stack? We don't know. It's really awesome, whatever it is.
Yeah, low voltage, but great.
Alien technology.
Anything else?
Just the dry cell batteries.
Like that Edison light bulb that's still burning in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
100-year-old
That firehouse.
Firehouse, yeah.
40 volts
Nothing
from
like the
through it.
CFLs in my house. Let's go out every 2 years. Yeah.
The sun still hasn't stopped. Sun-
Yeah,
It's
who
not
invented
yet.
that?
As far as we know.
That's right.
Yeah, we don't know. Could have happened within the last 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Brown out.
And you won't know till morning.
Actually, would you know before morning? Seems like there might be side effects we can notice.
Yeah, I think the other side of the
yeah.
road will tell us.
Like your phone will be blowing up.
Yeah, that's true. The moon would go out.
Yeah.
There'd
Oh
be
no!
Russian, there'd be Russian dashboard cam videos.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's gonna come around and get it. Oh wait! No, it's never gonna come around. Oh.
Oh, I
Oh,
lost
I get
that.
cold
Yeah.
too.
Oh no, I lost
That would
that.
suck.
Oh, start digging.
You need to implement an
Get to
Amber
the hot
Alert.
magma core, or else you're all gonna die.
Or at the very least, cover everything in insulation.
Yeah.
But that stuff's itchy.
Right.
Elon jumps in his private rocket ship.
Yeah.
You go into the dark of space. Oh, that's great.
No, he's going.
Yeah, actually, space stations would be screwed, wouldn't they? Because they're all based on
That's
solar
so
cells.
Dangerous, keep working.
Be lucky if, yeah.
Why don't we have any nuclear powered space stations?
Because we're not the Russians.
Well,
It's like,
no,
really dumb.
because they're too scared of explosions
RTGs,
on
yeah.
launch.
Oh, bah. There's a
No,
friggin'
we
nuke
have
rover on the moon.
the one going to Mercury is on my TV.
Yeah.
What's this?
The one,
You
the
did
most recent Mars land.
Yeah, that's exactly what the sun looks like right now.
Yeah.
No, that's
With some false color.
Oh, phew, it's still there. Thanks.
There's actually an app for your phone called Space Weather,
Yeah.
which shows all the sunspots.
Should make an app called Staring at the Sun. It's a
Just
live
maximum brightness.
feed, live feed of the sun.
It's called the flashlight app.
yeah.
Simulated
So
sun.
what are we looking at?
We're looking at nothing. A bunch of bedding for naked mole rats.
I thought it was the sun.
Who has naked mole rats?
Was this
It's
supposed to
very
be your
similar.
video for the end of the
Yeah,
NSFW.
this is our internet video.
Look, a coronal mass.
It's less exciting than it usually is.
The mole rats still creep me out.
Usually there's tattooed naked mole rats running through it.
This reminds me of something. Oh,
Someone
the
poke 'em.
crash-based live
They may be
stream.
sleeping.
Oh. Did someone tell him
Do
to
you
send
have a
that?
button on there where you can bump the cage?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Can you perturb them through the
Yeah.
internet?
Aw.
It's not a cage. They're actually really difficult to display to the public.
Yeah, the Science Center in St. Louis has this really Byzantine plexiglass thing that tries to expose as much of their burrows as possible, but doesn't always work.
Yeah. Because they can choose through just about anything.
Yep.
Some insane amount, percentage of their musculature is in their jaw, and they've got these gargantuan teeth. All they do is dig and make baby mole rat, naked mole rats. There's one. All right, thank you.
That meeting is adjourned.
We did it.
Okay, I'm stopping the live stream.
There was a Bill Nye with naked mole rats, remember?
Still alive. There could still be another one day.
Naked
Did
mole
you bring the
rat.
Nazis, Michelle?
My mice are not here on Explosion Day.
Your mice are much cuter than naked mole rats.
It's okay. They're
Where's
dead.
your mice? You have mice?
I have mice. You were here when they were here.
Two adorable mice.
Squiggles and khaki pants.
No.
Is that what you
Do you
did?
have them just
That's
in
not what
case?
I named them. No.
Does the khaki pants have khaki pants?
What did you name it?
It's brown. Matt named them Squiggles and khaki pants.
Ah.
They caught like wildfire.
Do you have them just in case you get it done?
I was part of the
No, I want to
And
build
then-
a storefront with like a little machine they power on their wheel. And so I was in the midst of building the little wheel portion of it when Easter Explosion took over. So that will resume in the future.